So I just arrived at my fertility clinic to get my third IUI. I actually have to wait because they said Juno's sample wasn't ready yet, so I guess they are still washing it and doing whatever they have to do for that. I'm already not feeling good. I noticed this now for the third time, the day of ovulation. I'm assuming that my body's ovulating right now. I guess between the medications and the trigger shots, I just always feel really tired and like I get a migraine. And this time, I guess since I used a different trigger shot, my injection site like hurts really bad. Like it feels like I got punched in the stomach. And yeah, that just doesn't feel good, but I don't see any bruising. Yesterday, when I came to get my ultrasound, I don't want to say like it went bad, but it just, I guess, didn't go to the plan that I wanted it to go to. So, and I really hate talking bad about anyone, but then again, you know, I am the patient and I am paying for this, and I am also, you know, emotionally and physically going through this, so I have every right, I guess, to validate my feelings, I guess. So usually, if you follow me on Instagram, you would see that I get pictures of my ultrasound, of like my follicles and everything, and I also get to look at what's going on in the screen. So the girl came in and I asked her, I'm like, oh, can I please have pictures and everything? And she's like, oh, I don't know how. So, okay, then, you know, can you ask someone how to do it then? You know, like, she's like, I can try. And she obviously, like, I didn't even see her try whatsoever. So that automatically got me upset right away. And then another thing, usually the techs twist the screen so I can see what's going on. I had no idea what was going on. Like probably like halfway through it, I was like, oh, how's it looking? She's like, oh, I'm still at your uterus, I'm not there yet. And then just didn't proceed to say anything else. And then like finally twisted the screen for like a few seconds. She's like, oh, see right there, that's the follicle. And that was pretty much it. Like, have no idea what my lining was at, had no idea if it was just one follicle, two follicles, whatever. And she's like, okay, I'll be right back. And then the other girl, the other nurse, comes in to do my trigger shot, and I'm like, can you please ask her how many follicles I had? And that's how I found out. It was measuring at 19 millimeters, so that is a perfect follicle, but in my head, you know, I just did the highest dose of letrozole and still only got one follicle. I was really hoping for at least two, but I mean, it really only does just take one, but that also just upset me. And another thing, I also usually find out right then and there what my lining is. I had no idea. I then had to wait till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon to find out what my lining was once it was uploaded onto my portal. And it was only measuring at 8 millimeters. And if you're not familiar with the way your uterine lining works, I think if it's anything below 8 is considered like crucial and bad for an embryo to implant into your uterus. And while 8 is typically, it's okay, it's just not what I usually had. The past 2 cycles, like my last cycle was like above 12, and the first one, it was at 15. So you can see like what happened to my lining, you know, what happened there, and it just makes me really nervous. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. And I just, you know, automatically go straight to thinking that this is just going to be another failed cycle. I just can't help but think negatively, because it's like, you know, oh, I didn't get as many follicles as I wanted, and my lining's not as good as I wanted it to be, and just kind of a bad experience with the ultrasound. And I don't know, you know, I just overthink so much, and it's hard not to overthink these things, but that's the part of infertility, you know, it's never the way you're expecting it to be. So I don't know, I don't know what to think anymore. And you know, for anyone that does struggle with staying positive, like I'm 100% the type of person that thinks negative like almost straight away, and I feel bad, and I'm really trying to not make my channel just a Debbie Downer channel of just constantly bitching and moaning on my channel, but it, you know, this is my, you know, this is really going on in my life. Like I'm really feeling these feelings and going through this. The only results that you keep getting is just bad and negative I mean, what else are you supposed to think at this point? You know, and I'm sorry if like you're going through infertility too, and you're on my channel hoping that, you know, you'd get some positivity. I don't know if you'd really find it here, but you really will see that it is a struggle, and you're not alone for feeling these ways too. So I don't know, I might be rambling, but it's just, you're not alone if you're one that struggles really hard with staying positive, because I will 100% admit that it's very hard for me to stay positive. I just automatically go to the worst scenario and always have anxious thoughts in my mind at all times. So if you're also like that, just know you're not alone. Okay, I'm in here now. I have to get undressed or just take my pants off. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Nothing too special.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. What questions do you have for me?
So I saw on my portal
Yeah.
that my lining was only at 8, and it's just been significantly higher. It was like at a 15,
but
and a 12.
but it's multi-layered,
Yeah.
so it's a nice, beautiful development of the lining.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime we're above like 8 and change, that's thought to be adequate.
So what does multi-layer mean?
Oh, it just means that you're making estrogen and that you're recruiting eggs, and it's the appearance of the lining itself.
Okay.
So if you were like 8 and it was not like trilaminar lining, which is appropriate, then we get more concerned.
Okay.
But you know, when you're looking at the appearance, that means you're recruiting. So it can vary. That's why you had 15 and the other one you had 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's a difference of like 4. So it can be all over the place. Okay. Not a concern at all.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah. So since I did letrozole, we only had, I think, 1 follicle, and last time with clomid, I think I had almost 2.
Okay.
So, and that was the highest dose on letrozole.
Yeah.
Would you say, like, I mean, I know it only takes 1, but is it okay that there's still just 1, or?
Yeah, so we could have done clomid this time and your body could have
Yeah.
recruited 1. That's the variation of the medicine.
Okay.
So each time it's a new group of eggs and your body does different things, you know. You know, I wouldn't analyze it too much. You have a good one here. It's 19 millimeters. It's definitely mature.
Okay.
It's the time to do this, and you're right. It just takes 1 at the end of the day. Okay. It tends to be all or nothing. Either you're not pregnant or you get pregnant. And if you have too many eggs, you get really pregnant.
Yeah.
So you know that's what we have to remember at the end of the day. You have numbers look great. You know, you have excellent. The sperm 87 million sperm, which is insane numbers.
Yeah.
We only need like 10, and that's excellent. So, you know, these are very good questions, but it's just, you know, we do this enough.
I'm just so worried because it's my 3rd one, and I'm 25, and I just have no idea why I just, you know.
Well, you know, why did Dr. Ziggo switch over to letrozole?
Because we're in the route of trying, we're going to try injectables. Because you know, my problem is I'm not ovulating correctly, but he said it costs thousands of dollars, and he's like, let's first try, you know, let's just try to see if I respond better with letrozole, and I just, you know, was in my head thinking, oh, please be 2, and there's still just the 1, and then,
it's okay. You know. People get pregnant on their own when they release 1.
Yeah.
So, okay, and the other thing, do you have PCOS?
No.
No? But you just don't ovulate?
So after, that's the crazy thing, after I had my daughter, I just never got my period back.
Oh, okay.
So it just, and we kind of like looked based on my blood work and everything that my body levels, like I didn't take estrogen, it was all just not functioning properly, so.
Yeah. You know, listen, you know, we always don't have an answer for the human body is very, very complicated.
Right.
And, you know, you're young, your egg quality should be good, but not every egg is as beautiful as we think, and that's why it just takes the right one.
Right.
You know, so, you know, this is the way to go right now for you. You just stay positive with this, you know, and then we just have to navigate whatever we go through. But I would just say, hey, this is the egg, you know, this is the time, we're going to stay active, we're going to do this, and we worry about things as they come.
Okay.
Okay, but we're all in your corner.
Okay.
And there's no magic to any of this. It's just we do it enough. We take patients that are 43 years old and have horrible AMHs, not like you, not a good prognosis patient, and you already had a baby. So that's another wonderful thing. That's another wonderful thing is you have proven fertility.
Right.
But we take patients, we do IVF, the highest level, and we can't get any eggs, or we struggle to get quality, we cancel, and then they miss a period and they get pregnant. So listen, you will get there. It's just a matter of what you have to do to get there. Just one step at a time.
Okay.
Did I do well?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just, I have a million and one things in my head right now, and try not to feel negative.
No, you got to. You got to feel positive with this. You're getting help. We're concentrating the sperm. We know we're timing things out perfectly because you got mature egg. That's going to be released. We're putting a bunch of sperm there. But it's got to be the right egg and right sperm.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. Okay, so we're going to confirm with you. So Courtney Mion, 8195, and Gino Mion, 42992, and Burnt Sienna.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so 87.5 million. That's a good amount. So go ahead and sign right there. Thank you. I know we get caught up in the numbers as well, and it's not always the answer.
Yeah.
It's not always the answer. The best thing is that you're telling me you've had a baby before. It's just you
I've actually been pregnant 3 times. That's the crazy
and you had a couple miscarriages?
Yeah.
So sometimes that means that not every egg is as beautiful as you think, and then that's why you're kind of maybe in this. But listen, you're a super good prognosis patient. It's just how much is it going to take to get there. Hopefully it's this thing.
Right.
Okay? All right, so one quick just as I do this, I want to explain to you, we have to just be a little bit careful with the injections.
Yeah.
Because they're stronger.
Right.
And what will happen with you is you recruit suddenly 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And then you get really pregnant. So
we
don't, so your multiple pregnancy rates with this, if you can slide down a little bit more towards me, are about 5 to 7%. So it stays pretty low.
Right.
With the injections, it would be about 25%.
Yeah.
But that may be where we need to go if you're just kind of recruiting one and you kind of want to increase your chances, but we always want to kind of be careful of that.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. And they are expensive too. They are.
Yeah.
Because those injections, those pharmacies charge a lot. And you guys are paying out of pocket for these?
Yes.
Okay. That's part of the process, And the injections will increase it a little bit, but it won't increase it a tremendous amount, So, is there anything you want to say to these guys?
Please get me pregnant.
Yes, 87 million. Keep swimming. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And, okay, so feet in the middle here. Okay, one step at a time.
Okay.
Try not to get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And just stay positive. Okay? If you guys are able to one time over the next few days is fine. If not, you have plenty of sperm, so.
Yeah.
Okay?
So that's like a real good number, right?
That's a real good number. Yeah, everything is really good. You're young, you had a baby, and we're timing things out and you have a ton of sperm.
Okay.
It's just, okay? All right, fingers crossed, okay? 5 minutes and then you could be free to go.
Okay, thanks so much. Okay guys, I'm all done. So even though you couldn't really see what was going on, you at least got to see, or not see, you got to hear what was going on and, hear the doctor speak and everything, and obviously hear my concerns that I was having. So yeah, I just have to wait here for now about like 5 minutes. Again, an IUI is such an easy procedure, so it probably took like 30 seconds once from start to finish. I didn't feel any pain or anything like that, so we just gotta keep our fingers crossed now.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me.